sponsors. How many sponsors some of these chicks have? Sending the money every month for a 2-week like timeshare situation. Yeah. Basically, it's timeshare. You're paying every month for a 2-week vacation. Once a year. Maybe twice a year. Whatever. Depending on how much you pay. And these chicks will tell their other boyfriends, well, I'm sick, or I got to go to the Wat, go to pray for Buddha, my cell phone, no work, which is bullcrap. Dude, I get 5G in the middle of Isan rice fields. There isn't shit for miles, and I still have phone service. So never believe this. Alright, what's going on, folks? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Throw me some love and let's talk about it. Let's dig into this. And, you know, a lot of people are not going to like this video, but I really don't care. Like, I want to keep it real. I want to keep it, like, as real as possible, unfiltered, but still respectful, you know, on a certain level, given, you know, where I live and how I speak. You know, I want to speak kindly and not derogatory towards, you know, where I'm at right now. It's what it is. But I'm still going to tell you the truth. And the truth is that men and women are both being used out here. Men and women are both being used, led along, you know, led down the gutter, taken down through there by each other. Like, I know one woman here in Thailand. She's married to a dude. She's been married to this dude, like categorically speaking, if you will, like what they call it, ceremonial marriage, like what I did, basically. She's been married to this dude for 6 years, but he's married to a woman in Japan. He's been married to her for 16, but he's married to this woman, you know, unofficially, for 6 years. And he comes here from time to time, and that's his, like, side chick, basically. And she knows she's side chick. It's like she doesn't like it, but this dude is lying to her. I'm going to leave my wife and all this bullshit. And he's been able to keep this game up for 6 fucking years. Like, this is, like, what blows my mind, because the longer I live here, the more I understand the plight of the ladies as well. Anyone who's watched my channel, you know I go hard on these chicks. I go hard on these women here. But some of these dudes are pulling some BS, man, on these chicks too. It's unreal. Like, I've met chicks that have, you know, degrees possibly, like potentially, or, you know, maybe they make some money, and the dude will come here and freeload off of her ass for years. And then, you know, he might get married and stuff because he's got nothing to lose. He's got no assets. He don't care. He'll register that stuff. He doesn't care. And she thinks that she's found that person because he's been talking this and churching this up all this time. And this is the sad reality. They get let down. And, you know, this is really a sad thing. Like, honestly, there's bad relationships everywhere in the effing world. Like, I don't care where you go. I've seen some shit relationships here. Like, I've seen some dirt being done here as well. And a lot of men come here and they have these vacation wives. Let's just say it. They have vacation wives. Side chicks on, you know, 2-week holiday side chicks. You know, I go to my convention, my business convention in Bangkok, you know, once a year for a week or two. And that's going to be his... Ooh, they are going to have the blast and the time of their freaking life. And that woman's going to fall in love with it. She's going to fall in love with that man. And a lot of times that man will continue to send her money, message her, and keep in contact with her and keep just to string her ass along. And, you know, it's what it is. Like, I'm not justifying. She knows she's a side chick. It's not right. But I kind of understand. On the other hand, I know some dudes that have been fucking run down through there. And I would say I know more of these stories than I do the one I just talked about. And funny, ironically, today I met a really proper gentleman from America, which I don't meet many. 28-year-old dude, nice guy, man. We had a good time, hung out and shit. Like cool as fuck. Like honestly, he came here and to meet a chick, and like she's texting, like like we were sitting there talking, like hey, just normal shooting the shit, like hey, where you from, how long you been here, and all that stuff. Where all that stuff. And I tell him, oh, I live in Chiang Mai. I've been here 2 years. Oh, cool. So he have questions. Oh, you have girlfriend? You have wife? Yes. And so I ask him the same, and he's like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, where's she at? And he's like, she's in the hospital. I say, like here? And like right now I'm in Khon Kaen. I'm not in Chiang Mai. I'm in Khon Kaen. And he's like, yeah, she's in Khon Kaen hospital. I was like, well, I'm not trying to like press the dude, but I was like, normally you would be there with her, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't say that, but I'm like, and like, what, like, is she okay? He's like, I don't know. She didn't tell me what hospital she's at. And so at this point, I go silent. Like, I already know what the fuck it is, but I'm not going to sit there and just like give people the red pill truth immediately and talk, so I listen, and he's talking and she's texting, like sending pictures of hospital bed. And I'm like, okay, dude, do this. I was like, just text her back and say, are you hungry, baby? I'll bring you something to eat. He texts her, and she said, and she texts him back and says, the doctor says I can't have visitors right now. And he looks at me and he goes, dude, be honest with me. And I looked at him and I said, are you ready for the truth? Or are you like, seriously? Because it's gonna suck. He said, yeah, give me the truth. I said, okay. I was like, she's not in the hospital, number one. Like if you traveled all the way here to see some chick and she's in the hospital, she's gonna make sure that she's gonna be sending you come bring me food, I'm hungry. She's gonna want you there. Like she's gonna be like defensive and jealous a little bit, like of what you're doing. And trying to teach somebody this stuff like first time, coming here and whatnot is really tough. And he's like, so she's with some other dude. And I said, just assume she is. Like, the women here don't do this. Like the women here will like take like if Supawati goes and gets something to eat, she's taking pictures of her food to send it to me, whether or not I care. It doesn't matter. This is what they do. I'm in the hospital, picture, like family picture, like they're so engaged with you. They want you to like be there with them and all that stuff. This is what I'm trying to say. So if a chick is not doing this, or if a man ain't doing this, it's over. It's a wrap. So even with that said, I'm talking about the dude. Like I was like, he's like, what do I do? I was like, don't say a damn thing. Like ghost, like block. I would just block her ass. It's over, bro. I said, well, ask you, how long have you been talking to this chick? And he told me 3 weeks. I said, dude, you figured out she was a player within 3 weeks. That's a damn W. That's a fucking win for your ass. You figured out a chick was for the streets within 3 weeks. That's a win. This is the thing. You didn't continue to run the red lights, but you know what it is. And same thing for the ladies here too. I know there's a lot of dog ass dudes out here because I've seen some women put up with some bullshit. I wish I could get into some of the stories. I've seen some women put up with bullshit. I know women that got dudes they know caught red-handed out there doing dirt, getting other chicks pregnant. And they love him and they stick by him. And it's like, you just want to just like, what the fuck are you thinking? Guys, if you're coming to like, whether it's Thailand or Philippines or Vietnam, Cambodia, whatever, Laos, like go to the big cities, have fun, see it, all that shit. But understand, you're not going to find, the odds are highly stacked against you for finding love in these tourist areas. You're going to have to get out and explore and see things and understand it for what it is. You're going to have to be in places where you're uncomfortable and you don't understand sometimes. You'll start to understand verbal gestures and non-verbal communication between Thai people. That's the only way I can really understand Thai. I understand a little Thai, but non-verbal communication is where it is. Like, you have to see how people look at each other, react, look back, boom, boom, all that stuff. You have to see how this stuff is and how it works. This is the number one rule. I'm gonna tell you right now. The number one rule: if you got a chick and you like her, like, and you're considering maybe I should take this chick serious, you better meet her damn family. You better meet her mother and father. You need to meet her parents. It's not gonna be easy. And a lot of them will try to drag you right away before they even know your ass. You met this chick, you've known her for a month. Oh, come meet my family. They're so nice. Hell no. Minimum 6 months, at least. But if you start to like a chick, you're going to want to eventually get this, like, over with. Like, you have to do this. If you do not meet her family, you don't know her parents, or her mother, her father, you'll never know. If you don't see how they treat you, how they act, if it's all about money and all that bullshit, you know, or if her family's toxic and all that crap, we all know these chicks are doing bad, but these dudes are doing some bad shit too. I'm telling you, man, it's unreal. Unreal. Like, sponsors, like, I can't even get in the weeds with that. Sponsors, like, don't make me open up Pandora's box talking about sponsors. How many sponsors some of these chicks have sending the money every month for a 2-week, like, timeshare situation? Yeah, basically it's timeshare. You're paying every month for a 2-week vacation, once a year, maybe twice a year, whatever, depending on how much you pay. And these chicks will tell their other boyfriends, well, I'm sick, or I gotta go to the Wat, go to pray for Buddha, my cell phone no work, which is bullcrap. Dude, I get 5G in the middle of Isan rice fields. There isn't shit for miles, and I still have phone service. So never believe this. But the game is unreal. Some of the shit is, like, for real. But some of the dudes will put this bullshit and keep these chicks lined up for years, you know? And that's pretty sad too, because these chicks will hold out. And some of them, I think, like the chick I was talking about in the beginning of this video, I think she was a pretty good chick. Even though I know she was a side chick, she doesn't want to be a side chick, obviously, for 6 years. And she started to talk about it, and I was like, I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to save face. And I told the bartender, I'm out of here, you know, save face. And it's funny, but it's what it is. So everyone got to be smarter. I love y'all for real. Let me know what you think. Salute. Happy February 8th or 9th from Thailand. I love you guys. From Kong Ken.